This week's guest is a guy called Stephen Jones. Stephen Jones is one of the guitar players in Scottish metal band Bleed From Within. He also has another band called From Sorrow to Serenity, who, if you haven't checked out, are absolutely worth checking out. They're really good. I met Stephen back in 2012 or 2013 when From Sorrow to Serenity started out. It was funny to hear his side of the story of how he became part of Bleed From Within. Although I don't see Stephen very much, it's always a pleasure when I bump into him. And he was my first Scottish guy on. And I was like, well, Scottish guy drinking a beer, fucking high hopes, of course. Hope you enjoy it. This is episode 6. Thank you very much. Alright, mate.
How's it going, man? You good?
I am good, man. I have not seen or spoke to you in fucking ages, so thank you very much for taking your time to do this, man.
Absolutely, man. I was chuffed when you asked me, actually, because obviously it popped up and I was like, oh, Kaz, right, okay, it's been a while, you know, what's going on here? But
what's this going to be?
And to be honest, as soon as I read it, I was like, well excited, like, yes, that's a really good idea, so thanks for having me.
Amazing, man.
Thanks for having me.
I have no worries, man. You're my first Scottish guy as well, so it's good. Like, I'm going to try and talk a bit clearer for anybody that's not Scottish watching, but it's good to know that it's received in the same way as it's put out, man.
Alright, is that a hint as well for me to tone down?
No, you're actually really clear, man. Like, for a Glaswegian accent, man, it's really good.
Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate it.
That's right. How are you, man? How are you coping with everything that's going on at the moment?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good, actually. It's been what, 12, 13 weeks now, so it's been a while. I was talking to one of my mates recently, and I was like, do you not feel like you're kind of starting to get used to it in some weird way?
Aye, man, it's becoming normality, which is fucking scary.
Aye, like settling into this weird, like you say, like this weird existence that I'd never really experienced before, and it's like, it's going to be weird coming back out of it again.
Aye, definitely. I think a lot of people are, I don't know, there's going to be a lot of different things happen for the different people when they come back into society and back to their jobs and stuff, because they may realise, I was talking about this the other day, but they may realise that their job was the reason they were maybe feeling like shit or stressed or hating something, and now if they've not been working for weeks, they're like maybe feeling better, maybe feeling the best they've ever felt without the stress of going to work. And
True.
I don't know, I just think, but that's just one side of it. Obviously there's so many sides. People may like not take their jobs for granted and be like, how much they appreciate their social life and like things they can go out and do it without even thinking twice, you know what I mean?
I know.
And there'll be people miss that. They identify with that as well, like to go out and meet your friends and have a fucking beer at the weekend. Like, that's people's lives, man. Like,
exactly. It was mine, you know. It's like, and then you need to completely reassess and reevaluate. Like, right, okay, what's really important here? Like, you know.
That's it, man. That's it. But I think that's a great thing. It's like it's hitting like a reset button.
Yeah.
So hopefully people come back and they're smarter, kinder, like whatever they can be, man.
Agreed.
But that's absolutely way too serious for this whole fucking the whole point in this, man.
When are we fucking drinking beer, man?
Well, I've only got another couple of questions, mate, and we can get to it. But
nice.
obviously, Bleed From Within just released a new album during this. When was it? Like last week, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah. 2 weeks on Friday just passed.
Right, cool, man. And it seems to be doing fucking great. It's charting in fucking loads of different countries. That's amazing. Do you think that releasing it during this time has hindered at all what it could have been, or do you think it's a great time to do it because everybody's on their phones and they've not got nothing to do?
Yeah, it's very interesting because when I start talking about this, I immediately start like thinking of counter arguments, you know, like second guessing myself, like, well, it would be good for this reason, but yeah, also okay, it wouldn't be good for that reason, you know. So I really do think it's a bit of both, to be honest, man. Like, I know that's a bit of a cop out answer, like a bit of both, you know. Move on, no, I'm kidding on, but not. I think that, like, for example, maybe the charts numbers, like maybe the fact that less releases have been coming out, and the fact that everybody's online, everybody knows that the album's been coming out now for like basically since I guess lockdown started, because we have been promoting it since then. That yeah, it would be something that people would look forward to, and maybe if people were going about their days like they used to, they might have missed it, stuff like that, you know. I mean,
aye, that's true, man.
Definitely take that into account. And then on the other hand, we were supposed to be doing, like, this was meant to be our, like, we were all confident this was going to be our best year as a band, you know. We had some tours lined up that never got announced, that will never happen now, that were, I mean, just like the most exciting things that I was going to have ever done, to be honest. And so it's the same for the other guys, you know, and download was supposed to have just been this weekend.
I seen you posting about that. I felt so fucking shit for you, man.
Dude, I swear to God, we had things lined up with download as well. It was like we were going to play download and we were going to like announce a tour, and it was just going to be like this amazing time when the album came out. And I mean, it's not happened, but it's still been good. It's still been great, and it's been amazing to see the positive response, and for all the negatives, like not being able to tour and obviously being stuck at home when you want to be out sharing your music with people. It's like I'm definitely grateful to have had this release in the middle of it, because I think it's kind of kept me sane for the past few weeks, to be honest. I don't know what I would have done if I didn't have this.
That makes complete sense. When I've done the interviews in the past year, I've always sort of thought about how I've met the person I'm talking to and whatever, and obviously we've known each other now for fucking years.
Yeah.
Your other band from sort of Serenity used to play with my old shite band, and it was a wee laugh and all that, and that's where we met, obviously. But you were like, what age are you? Because you're a wee bit younger than me.
I'm 24.
24, aye. I say a wee bit, man. Fucking hell, you're fucking loads younger than me. This was one thing I was thinking about when I knew you were coming on. It was like thinking about, obviously, you now playing for Bleed From Within. Were Bleed From Within a band that you looked up to as like a Scottish metal band? Because they were doing something. They were a band to look up to if you were a young up and coming metal band. I thought they were like the perfect band to look up to for Scottish metal. Were you in that sort of bracket?
Yep, absolutely, man. I mean, I'm gonna tell you, right, but I would rather not tell you, but I'm just gonna anyway. I had a poster of them on my wall up until the day they asked me to join.
Holy shit, I didn't know that, obviously.
So I was shocked when that message came through from Guernsey, like, oh, right, man, do you want to try out for the band? And I was just like,
this was going to be my next question. I was going to ask how it came about.
Yeah, because we had From Sorrow had played a show with them at Audio. They did like a release show in 2015 for Deathwalk, and we had been like one of their support bands, and I guess a few of the boys heard about the band through that or whatever, and then they checked it out, and Martin had said he was going to leave, and they were like, we need something new. I literally just got a Facebook message, man, and I was like, absolutely count me in. Like, here's the best thing I can come up with, and hope you like it. And it ended up being the song Ruina on that album Era.
Oh, no way, man. Fucking right.
That was my audition song, so pretty chuffed.
Obviously, Bleed From Within have been going for years. Was it weird going into like an older group of guys that were tight knit? Was that hard to adjust to for you, or did it feel fucking easy? Were you feel welcomed in that? Was everything cool?
Well, I mean, it's a funny one because I would have said that it was a bit weird and that it did take a bit of time to adjust, but also it was very natural. It was kind of weird, you know, and I've heard the other boys say it as well. They've been like, man, it feels like you've been in this band for years, like. So
that's good, man.
I do think that I kind of like settled into the group, and I definitely brought a bit of different dynamic, a bit of nonsense, a bit of youth and all that. Like, but it's something that they said at the time was that they needed it. To be honest, like, because everything that had like happened to their band, like at the time, it was totally messed up, man. I'm not gonna lie, and I was just like, you know, blissfully sort of unaware because I hadn't been involved in any of that, and I was just like well excited to be involved in this band that I've looked up to, and yeah, I think it kind of rubbed off on the guys, and they got a bit of excitement about it too. And
that's great, man. That's actually great to hear. So again, fuck all of this. I am parched, but I have also got the fear because I had a bottle of Buckfast last night. Obviously, you didn't get it in Germany, so my friend sent me a couple of bottles there, and I had one last night. And I honestly woke up today. I only slept for like 4 hours because we all know that caffeine and alcohol is the best thing for a sleep. Woke up after like 4 hours, man, and any decision I needed to make, like a decision that really shouldn't be needed to be made at all, was like wanting to lie a different direction on the bed, but I couldn't decide what way to lie, and like what I was wanting for my lunch, just couldn't be. I was just so indecisive about everything. I'm just looking about like, what the fuck's going on?
That's a
shaking in there.
Real hangover, isn't it? That's like good hangover. Like that's when you know.
So this could go terribly for me, by the way. As you've actually just told me before we started filming this, you've never either done a shotgun or a torpedo.
Never.
So again, this could go great for you. This could be your new thing. This could be one of your callings that you never knew that was going to come your way.
Well, beer is definitely a calling, yes, but I don't know about shotgun.
Or it could go to absolute shit as well.
We'll see. Yeah.
Way that we do this, man. What have you got initially? Can you show your camera what you're drinking?
Certainly.
Is it so it's 330ml can and a 500ml bottle? Is that right?
Yeah, I've got my 500ml bottle of Chimera by Drygate, which is my favourite Glasgow local brewery. And this is just a particularly nice beer that they did in 500 mls, and I was like, fuck aye. And then I've got a plunged orange pale ale, which is the only 330 ml can that they had in Lidl. So
fucking hell.
I hope it's nice.
Okay.
I've never tried it. I hope it's nice.
Just gonna say, have you tried it? No. Perfect. Well, I have a 330ml apple rubber German cider, whatever that means, and I also have a Bulmer's pear cider, 500ml. But this, like, pear cider was like the first flavoured cider to come out, if I remember right, when flavoured ciders became a thing. So I drank so much of it, but it used to give me the worst fucking heartburn. Cider does anyway, but pear one initially was like the worst, and I've not drank it in fucking years. This is gonna be a laugh. I'm excited.
Definitely going to be a laugh, man. I hope this tastes good, because I'm going to have the whole thing in my mouth.
Exactly. Cool, man. So the way this works, man, is you have your hammerers.
Hammerers.
You have your hands.
What have you been doing? What have you been up to this one? I know.
Your fucking hammerers, right? Brilliant. You have your hands up so I can see them, and I'll count down like 3, 2, 1, shotgun. When I say shotgun, then that's it, man. You shotgun first, drink your can as fast as you can, open your bottle, drink your bottle as fast as you can. I have my trusty assistant here with a timer, and she can see the screen. When you're done with your bottle, just put it on the table, and she'll be able to keep an eye on you, and we'll be able to stop your time, and we should know right away where you place on the leaderboard so far, mate.
Good. Right, just before we start then, could I ask, what's the best way to approach keying this can? Should I just go for it, or like, should I mark a wee bit?
You absolutely could, man. Or another thing you could do, man, is like the sharp bit of the key. If you hold it and just push it into the can, like where the air would be.
Oh, okay.
Instead of stabbing it, if you just like rest on it, the sharp bit, and then push it in, that should also do it. That would create less mess.
That's true. Okay, well, I'll try that first, and if all else fails, I will stab the.
And just fucking stab it.
Okay.
Cool, man. Fuck, I am dreading this, man. Holy fuck.
Yeah, me too. A wee bit actually now. No, I'm sweating a wee bit right now.
That's it, man. So the pressures, man. The timer, like the fucking race. There's a lot going on, mate.
Although I mean, I can't imagine that there's a nice way to do this. So might as well just pile on the pressure. Leaderboards, fucking racing, just absolutely everything. Right? Okay.
Shit, man. Right. Oh, I don't want to do this. Right, cool. Put your hands up, man. I'll count us down.
Hands up. Here we go.
Cool. You ready for it?
I don't know. Let's try.
Cool. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Go. Oh no. What's the shaking
Oh, that one's really good actually. Nice. Okay. What have you done then? Oh, you've already done it, too.
Straight in, mate.
My man. I managed to get it all over myself, too.
Oh, you're great.
Jesus.
Finished?
There's a lot of paper.
Right.
Oh god.
You done?
No, I've got a little bit of the stroppy ball left.
Take your time, mate.
Jesus. I don't want to take my time, I want to win. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I've got it all over myself, which is not the aim of the game at all. More should be in my mouth, and less on my body, but that's just the way it goes. That's the way it goes.
That was a hard one because my girlfriend couldn't see you put the bottle down. So I'll get your exact time when the timer's up. By what I just seen there, I think you're sitting in 5th place out of 6, mate.
That's terrible.
So I was excited for a Scottish guy to come on and fucking nail it, man.
Oh yeah, sorry.
But I mean,
there you go.
Man, it's your first time doing it, and it only means that we can get you back on for a redemption episode.
Redemption episode. Yes, man. Yes.
Holy shit! I feel fucking terrible, man.
Yeah. That
It's shit, yeah.
That's tough. That's tough going.
Aye.
That's really
There's
tough.
a lot of liquid going into your body and on your t-shirt.
And my t-shirt.
Aye, man.
I mean,
not just your t-shirt. I just mean people's t-shirts.
About halfway through the straw pedo, I thought I was going to throw up. I was like, that's no sitting, man. But I think it was just hunters of air, like you say.
That's it. That's exactly it, man. I've said to everybody else, like, it doesn't need to be alcohol. It's just any sealed carbonated drink. Because it's not to do with the alcoholic content. It's to do with the fucking volume of liquid that's going into your fucking body, man. Yeah. It's definitely not fine. Like, don't know why this idea ever became a thing and now it's happening, but whatever. Fucking hell.
Glad to be a part of it. Glad to be a part of it.
Yes. The only other question I usually ask on these, Stephen, is just maybe a curiosity thing for me. And obviously you're a bit younger, so your answer might be, I have no idea what your answer is going to be.
Okay.
But what was your first ever concert?
Oh, no way. Right, okay, so this is actually extending on the answer to the question which you asked me earlier on, because my first ever concert was Bleed From Within.
No fucking way.
Yeah, I'm serious.
That's fucking amazing. Like, this makes this whole story, you now being in the band, even better, man. I love that.
Who needs a straw pedo redemption story when you've got that? Do you know what I mean?
Mate, that's amazing. When was it?
2010. It was the Empire release show at Classic Grand, and I had braces at the time, and Scordatura I think opened, or were like one of the first bands on, and there was like a massive brawl in the pit, of course, like friendly, you know, but some guy like 2 times the size of me, because I think I was 14 or 15, got thrown at me, and my braces got caught in my lip, and I, like, you know, burst my lip at my first ever show, and I was like, this is exactly what I wanted. Like, I wanted to come to a metal show and like finally feel something. No, I'm kidding. But no, it was incredible, actually. That was a really good night. Like,
that's quality, man.
And I believe I might still have the ticket which I got Gunzi and Scott to sign for me after their set. I might still have that somewhere.
Love this.
Mental.
I love this so much. I love it. That's quality, man. Another thing, obviously, I know you record bands and you produce bands and stuff as well.
Right.
Do you have anything you want to promote, or you got a website or anything I can put on this video?
Oh, amazing.
Let people check any of your stuff out?
Absolutely, I appreciate that, man. So I mix and produce bands. We've got a studio in Glasgow now, and which I record EPs, albums, singles for bands and artists. And you can check my work out at stephenjonesaudio.com. I've got like a little portfolio on there and a contact bit if any artists or bands out there are looking for somewhere to have your next song mixed or whatever. Yeah, I'm here, and lockdown has given me an awful lot of time to do exactly that. No, I appreciate that, man. Yeah, that's good.
Of course, man.
I've just finished a EP for a prog band from Glasgow called Crow Moon, and I would love to give them a shout out because I've had so much fun working on that, because it's just prog nonsense and I fucking love it. It's been an absolute pleasure to work on, so make sure you go check out Crow Moon. And obviously I engineered and produced in part the new Bleed From Within album Fracture, which came out a couple of weeks ago, which you should go check out as well, please. Thanks.
Have you been listening to, or what have you been listening to during lockdown? Have you been listening to any new bands or anything that people should be checking out as well, man?
Absolutely, man. I've went crazy with new tunes, and it's actually been a bit of a resurgence for me in finding new music, because for a long time I was just a wee bit jaded, I think. And then
I understand that 100%.
I believe that you do. I fully believe that you do. Just being surrounded by it all the time, you do you're like, oh, they've got a new album out, cool, man, I'll check it out in a year. I've been listening to a kind of synthwave band called The Midnight a lot, who've just put out a couple of
Mate, they're fucking brilliant.
Are you into them as well? Amazing, man.
Mate, they're fucking great, man.
Oh, I love that band, man. Yeah, so I've been listening to them. Just recently checked out the new Killswitch album, which there's definitely a few songs on there that I'm well impressed with. There's a band called Manchester Orchestra as well, which are worth checking out if no one has. So yeah, they're a fantastic group. What about you?
Honestly, man, the new Dua Lipa album.
Nice. I did not expect those words to come out your mouth there. Jeez.
Man, it's fucking, every song in it is fucking great, man. I've checked out the new Polaris album as well, and I really like that, man. I'm in Germany at the moment, and the Alexa that's in the bathroom is like German, so I can't really talk to it. So every time I go in, I'm just like saying to my girlfriend, I'm like, "Can you please put Dua Lipa on in the bathroom for me?" Just like from track 2, because I want to get the 3 tracks in a row. The time it takes me to shower. Can't talk to Alexa. I've been trying to like Google Translate and translate and then get the translate to say it and put it in the Alexa. So I'm like, Alexa, and then I put the computer voice and she's like, nah. And I'm like, fuck me.
I can't believe
you are a computer. You should fucking understand this.
I can't. That's amazing. I think that's the best thing I've taken away for this is knowing that you need to ask your girlfriend to put Dua Lipa on the fucking Alexa in your bathroom. That's
it's like washing myself, getting a bit my hair and that. Fuck me. Right, man, that's like what I've been listening to, man. Just playing the computer and generally being a huge slug.
Oh,
just
same.
Fucking rolling about the house.
Warzoning all day, every day. Warzoning all day, every day.
Oh, Warzone's so real. It's like fucking scary, man. Like, first time I played it, I was just like, oh god, this is too much, man. I was like hiding, but everybody else can hide better than I can hide. So they can hide in spots and I'm just like, I think in what I think I'm doing, I just get fucking annihilated immediately. Anybody I play with, they're like, oh, I'll get you back in. I'm like, man, didn't even waste your time or money. Like, just fucking leave me.
It is tough, man. It's tough going. Like, especially, I think duos is alright. Like, if you find a good mate and you can just like, you're somebody who's decent and you can kind of tactically work your way around. But like quads and that, you're getting into severely difficult territory.
I prefer Fortnite, man, because it's just wee and cartoony, and you just like shoot this. You can they're definitely between 5 and 10, but still beating you. And then you just find them, you sneak up on them, and then let them meet their cartoon demise, and you just fucking go for it.
There's nothing more satisfying than like some wee guy in Eastern Europe just chilling in his house, just out of school, having a nice time in Fortnite, and you just come right up behind him and fucking shoot him in the back of the head. Glass, man.
In my 30s, and I just get a total buzz about it, like fucking yes. Fucking deep. Brilliant. Right, amazing, man. I'll shut my puss, right? But thank you very much for your time. It was great to speak to you,
Absolute
man.
Pleasure, man.
If the music industry goes back to any kind of normality, hopefully I'll see you. Well, I'll not see you this year, so hopefully see you next year, mate.
Yeah, hopefully, man. I'd love that. That'd be great. It's been a while.
It is, man. But good luck with everything.
Thank you.
And I hope the album continues to do fucking great, man. It's brilliant, man. He's a fucking talented bastards. He's nailed it. It's fucking quality.
Thanks so much, man. Thank you.
No worries, man. Right, thank you very much, Stephen. Take care of yourself, and I'll speak to you later, mate.
Alright, man. Thanks again.
See you later, man. Bye. Next week's guest is a guy called Johnny Almond. Next week's a bit different because Johnny worked for the Scottish alternative promotions company Triple D Music. It was good to get a different perspective on the music industry, and I've known Johnny for years, so it was great to catch up with him. Hope to see you next week. Thank you very much.